I seek help because I was desperate for any sort of help. I went to my GP, my specialist. Also, I used to go for pain management at the hospital. So everywhere you go, all this profession, they have limited time space, like only 10 minutes. Whatever you say, and then one subject. You cannot talk about more than one subject. And it wasn't helping me because I was suffering with so many different types of symptoms, so many things was affecting in my life, and I couldn't get answer to so many things. My mental health, my physical health, my social life, everything was getting affected. And I was so desperate because some of the medicine never worked. Some of them worked, but it was giving me more side effects than helping me. So I didn't know what the answer is. Mentally, I was exhausted. Physically, I was worn out. I didn't know what left to do. So last resort, I went to my GP and I said, I'm desperate. I need some sort of help. Like, this is obviously not working, because it was affecting my mental health a lot worse than what actually physically I was feeling. Then she suggested, there is an option, waste wellness. Go try and see. There's a person who sits in our GP. I can recommend you to him. And they help a lot with what sort of symptoms, like with pain management and difficulties living and all this. So I was like, okay, fine. I didn't know what I'm signing into, but I just wanted to try something, whatever helped. So then I met Steffen, and that's when it started. I was suffering for 10 years, good 10 years. And I went to loads of ups and downs because I had good days, bad days. I felt like a wall. I built a wall around me, and I was my own prison. I used to wear a mask where if you look at me, if you ask me how I was, I'm absolutely fine, I'm okay. But actually that was the mask I was wearing. I was dying inside. My life was like really difficult. So I had to get some sort of help to see like how I can like live with pain, to learn to live with it. And that's what Steffen helped with me. So because I was so active in life, I couldn't accept it that I'm less able to do things now. And I'm constant in pain. It's to affect my mood, affect the limited. It's just scare me of thinking, can I do this task? If I start to, then I had to learn. Yeah, it's part of me. I don't have to do the cooking when I'm in so much pain. I can do it on my own time, and on my like a slow pace. I don't have to be so fast. I can do it slowly. So learning that, if it was so important with every task. And another thing is not to push myself. Like I used to push myself a lot to the point where I used to go back to my wheelchair. If I pushed I used to challenge myself. No, I can do it. I have to do it. Like I'm not less able. Like and every time I used to wake up, I used to think today's bad day, tomorrow is gonna be good. I could never accept it. It's okay to have a worse day. It's okay. And I used to think this is the worst. That's it. It's never gonna get worse than this. And then I used to wake up with worse day than before. And it used to put me down so much. I used to hate it. And then slowly I started accepting it's okay. The pain's there, and you can put it on back of your mind. It's there. You can't forget about it, because you have to your body will remind you the pain's there. And I've learned one more thing, where pain is not all bad. Your body is reminding you there's something wrong. It's just signal. It's just like I used to hate it, then I started accepting it. So that's it made a huge difference, accepting it. On those sessions, Steffen showed me a box. He said, build a box. and he gave me a paper. So you fold the papers, you write down the things you want to do outside and things you can do at the moment. So that was such a beautiful task because, yes, I didn't write it down, but in my mind, every time I was sitting down and I was feeling bad about myself, I used to look at the box. In my mind, I used to look at, oh, I can do this one. It's okay. I can't do that. So that little box, it helped a lot. And Stephen was telling me, I had a box in my living room, and every time I used to talk about it, like, those storage boxes, like, think about that storage box and put your difficulties and pains locked away and see what you can do. And that task actually helped. We human mind are amazing. The way I'm not a slave of my mind. My mind is slave of mine. So like my mind would do what I want it to do. And that was the hardest way to learn it. But it was easy once you were there. And that helped. So I was doing much more tasks than I was able to do before. My life is much better than before. I'm still in pain. It's okay. I'm still smiling. It's not as worse as it used to be before, to be honest with you. I'm doing much better. Inflammation has down. It could be because of the injection. I went to my specialist, and he said my blood work came out much more better than last 10 years. He showed. So it's much better. It could be my mental strength. It could be the medicine. I don't know what worked, but I've lost 5 stones so far. A little more to go. And weight loss helped a lot because of my lower back and my spine is the most affected, and that my posture affected. That's why I had knee issue. I have chronic plantar fasciitis. I've got loads of things going on, but they're all much better than before.